Every year, thousands of Brits leave the UK in search of a dream in Europe.
I don't really think you can better it.
I could almost die and go to heaven, and this is what it would be like.
There's sunshine, scenery and a great quality of life. But all this has to be paid for.
Yes, we bought our house!
So to fund the dream...
This is part of our working day now.
Brits are jumping in and starting up businesses.
There's absolutely no way that we can host a wedding in this marquee.
On this brand new series, we follow a fresh wave of expats.
Just like a pregnant Hollywood star.
Running B&Bs and boats in Spain.
It's another day in the office.
Vineyards and villas in France.
One day you might be drinking that.
But will they make it? Or break it?
If we don't start getting bookings, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
It's going to be intense.
And will these new expats find happiness in the sun?
So proud of you and what you're setting out to do.
On today's show, when an ill wind blows no good for dad and daughter.
I think it's going to be another poor day, which will be about 2 or 3 in a row.
It's all hands on deck to bring in the cash.
We'll have to make as much money in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's the end of the season.
A new life in France.
Our first glimpse of the new promised land.
Falls at the first hurdle.
We've had a meeting with our agent and there seems to be a legal hitch.
And a hairdresser's first Fiesta.
Oh, they love letting off their bangers, those boys.
Goes off with a bang.
I feel sorry for anyone that's on a pacemaker.
The Costa Blanca in southeast Spain offers landscapes of remarkable contrast. From the shingly beach of Granadella to the majestic mountains of Puig Campana. It's hardly surprising it's one of the most visited areas of Europe. 2 million people work in the tourist industry in Spain, including father and daughter Ken and Emily, who run a water sports business in the Bay of Loya.
The weather out here is lovely, the weather back home's rubbish. It's more tranquilo, it's more laid back. The food's cheaper, the beer's cheaper. Do you need any more reasons, you know?
But it's not all plain sailing. It's the end of August and the last 2 weeks have seen strong winds hit the bay, which has resulted in a significant drop in bookings.
I think it's going to be another poor day, which will be about 2 or 3 in a row. Because of the wind, you know. People tend to see the wind and think, well, they'll do other things rather than going on kayaks. And in actual fact, the sea's lovely, you know.
And the bad weather couldn't have come at a worse time for Ken and Emily.
We'll have to make as much money in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's the end of the season. As much as we work through the whole year, you don't make the same money that you do in August. So you have to make sure that you don't just, when it kind of dies, you don't just stop. You keep going and keep going and keep going to make sure that you've got people until at least the middle of September, at least.
With Ken and Emily under more pressure than ever to make enough money to help them through the winter, Ken's decided to up the promotion in the bay.
There you are. Tomorrow, the famous El Portet kayak excursion at sunrise. 7 a.m, 2 hours, includes English breakfast, €18 per person.
Fortunately, corporate and party bookings have proved to be extremely lucrative. And today, Ken's old football team are taking a kayak and snorkeling trip.
We've got 25 people taking all of the kayaks out.
This guy, I used to play football with this guy, this Dutch guy. I always used to score more goals than him.
More goals even.
This booking will bring in around €250, a much-needed financial boost for the business.
I'd love groups like this all the time because we get them all out. And then it's a kind of couple hours relaxation, you know.
But as Ken gets the party out on the water, Emily spots a problem. There aren't enough kayaks.
OK, next 2.
Dad, then there's that single, that double and that double. And then that should be 20. There's not another single.
No.
There was supposed to be 20. So we put 20 things out and then there's 22. There's 2 just turned up because they felt like it, really.
Right, so...
Dad, put them on a board.
There's another couple of guys turned up. And obviously we haven't got kayaks for them. We've just got 1 kayak left, so they're going to just try and go out with the youngster sitting on the front of the single kayak. Should be okay. You're just going to have to sit on the front, okay? Is that all right? Yeah, yeah. Never been done before, but never mind. Two people in a single kayak.
Oh, yeah.
That's one way of doing it.
But it's not going to be very comfortable for them, you know.
With the group all out, Emily has decided to take a break, but not before giving Dad Ken some strict instructions.
When that triple comes in at 7, the triple's gone straight back out for another hour. It's not paid.
Okay.
Okay? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
No, I'm the boss. She just thinks she's the boss. But she really believes it, you know.
So while the boss is on her break, there's no time off for the other boss.
Okay, guys. Are you ready? Oh, yes, you need a paddle. Yeah, we've got they're all going out. Everything's going out again, you know. So it's a wee bit crazy, but that's the way we want it. Who's the one with 3? Right?
The football team are back, which is more than could be said for Ken's equipment.
And I want all my snorkels back. Yeah. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I'm 4 snorkels and masks missing. 4 snorkels missing, 4 masks and snorkels, so they must be in barrels or... It's an awkward situation. We'll see if we can rectify it, you know.
4 missing masks and snorkels could mean a loss of €60, but Ken's come up with the perfect solution.
That means 4 beers, okay? Okay. There's 4 beers for me, okay?
You can buy everything here for 4 beer. Right?
Yes,
yeah.
4 beer.
4 beer, and he's
even when you lose your cannon for 4 beers, he gives you cannon for free.
Yeah. I think he likes more the beer than the snorkels.
I think as well.
Yeah.
It's been a profitable day, sort of, for Ken and Emily, but they'll need more days like this before the end of the summer. Gers in southwest France. It's said to be one of the sunniest areas of the country, a factor which helps attract more than 600,000 visitors per year. Among them are expats Richard and Lindsay Watterson, who have moved to this spacious house near the village of Ponja. They spent the summer converting a farmhouse into a luxury holiday cottage, but it has been a long, hard slog for Lindsay, who lost the use of her prosthetic leg.
I haven't been able to take part in a lot of the stuff that's gone on in the gîte because I just couldn't do it, and that's been really difficult.
It's the end of July and Richard and Lindsay's first ever guests are happily settling in.
We're having a really great time. Yeah, you can. Richard could tell that the kids were having a really good time from the screeches from the pool.
But they need more customers through the door, and to do that, they have to get as much exposure as possible.
Now the gîte's done and we've got guests in and we're now into the ticking over process. What I'm doing is just trying to get us some visibility online.
Throughout the renovation, Lindsay has been in contact with a booking website that only advertises high-end properties.
Even though we weren't finished, they accepted that we were just sort of a work in progress and I was sending photographs as we were getting rooms finished. And their process is they send someone out to inspect you.
But at the 11th hour, the company called to say they were no longer interested in coming to do an inspection.
To then be told, no, you're not what we're looking for, which was kind of, your gîte isn't and you aren't. You're not what we're looking for, so really confused.
So it's back to square one for the Wattersons. They need internet publicity fast to make sure they have a fully booked gîte for the rest of the season.
So what do you want to do next? Shall we think about maybe...
Well, the reviews. Reviews are everything. So we need to get on a review website. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Apart from it doesn't recognise our village. It doesn't even know where we are. Oh, stop it. This is the equivalent of someone honking your horn when you're driving. I think we're on Rue d'Armagnac.
Okay. Ta-da!
Go away.
Right, Lou.
Look, you've made your point, go away.
With their location discovered...
Get out.
They've made a start on advertising the property online. There's an even more important event today for Lindsay. After months of waiting for a new socket for her prosthetic leg, it's finally ready.
I'm fed up, I'm sick of wheels, I'm sick of sitting down, I'm sick of just sitting and not being able to get up and walk about. I'm sick of it.
Richard and Lindsay are heading to the specialists in the nearby town of Po to test whether the leg socket is a perfect fit.
I just feel like it's going to be a big disappointment if it doesn't fit and I don't walk out of here.
Sit.
It's really nice to be standing. Even just taking a few steps. It's just so good for you. It really is. It's really good. You'll see a big smile on my face. C'est très confortable, hein?
Si.
Oui.
But despite Lindsay's optimism, the prosthetist has some bad news.
Il va falloir que je commande la collerette.
Yeah. He will have to order another one because this one is too big.
It's been a long wait to try this socket out, and this is another unexpected blow for Lindsay. It's now going to be at least a week before she can walk again.
Ok, merci. À la prochaine. Bye bye. À la prochaine. I did have my hopes up. Wanted to be walking today. I kind of really wanted to be taking it home just to walk about the garden a bit with the dogs.
And with their first changeover in 10 days' time, the couple face an uphill struggle to cope with the work between them. The Dordogne has long been a favourite of English Francophiles looking to buy property. And there are plenty of estate agents with bargains on their books.
We've got a 4-bedroom house, 4 reception rooms, huge swimming pool, €365,000. Frankly, a bargain.
This is a 3-bedroom house. It's in the Dordogne and it's on the market for €350,000.
This property is on at €378,000. You'll get 5 bedrooms, you've got a covered terrace, you've got the lovely swimming pool, and you've got all the land, 2.5 acres of land.
And it's these bargain prices that have lured Wendy and Neville Vokes. They have sold their house in Winchester to follow their dreams of running a yoga retreat in France.
We wanted to change of lifestyle, and we couldn't afford that change of lifestyle in England. But we could very much afford it, we hope, in France.
Now this is maybe our time to have a bit of fun and go and play somewhere and do something that we want to do, you know, and stay up late and do whatever.
It's April, and the early morning ferry from Portsmouth to Le Havre is taking Neville and Wendy to their new life in the Dordogne.
We've got to meet our agent tomorrow and start the paperwork for actually signing up to buy the house.
Money's gone over, all ready to go.
That's good.
Just waiting for the big signing.
It's all very exciting.
Neville is a landscape gardener and Wendy is a holistic therapist. They are set to buy this house near Bergerac for the yoga retreat. They've agreed a price of €450,000.
I've been on yoga retreats where you go and you've got like 3/4 of an hour journey, time you pick the cars up, whereas where we are, we will pick them up and in about 10 minutes they'll be at the retreat. And that's just great. So you've had a chill week, you go back chilled. You don't have this massive journey.
After selling their home in England, things have moved quickly on the house they're buying in France.
Our first glimpse of the new promised land.
So exciting.
But the process of buying their dream home proves to be far from plain sailing. At the last minute, the deal falls through.
We've had a meeting with our agent and the lady selling the house, and there seems to be a legal hitch.
You have to go to plan B and just look around.
People think that buying property and selling property in England is you know, tough, it's not all the be all end all out here either, you know.
Not only have they lost their dream home, they've missed out on the perfect place to start their new business, and now they face months of living without an income.
Look at that swimming pool.
Yeah, it's way too much money.
We're renting a pigeonaire that's like a shoebox from what we've come from.
Nice one.
And all the time we leave our furniture in England, we're paying storage on that.
We won't be absolutely skint if it doesn't go through for a few months, but you know, obviously the more we've got in hand, the more we can do to the place, the better things we can put in place.
So fingers crossed that we get the result.
Wendy and Neville now have a long search to find a new home, but it needs to be within budget and suitable for their yoga business.
There's plenty of others out there, there's thousands of them.
I know.
We'll just look tomorrow.
They know their ideal house is out there somewhere, but trying to find it is starting to give them sleepless nights. The Costa Blanca has always been a hit with the Brits. In fact, it even owes its name to the UK after it was coined by a British airline back in the 1950s because of its beautiful white beaches. Today, it has one of the highest number of expats in Spain. One of the Costa's newest residents is 49-year-old hairdresser Rachel Warby, who opened a salon in the town of Albia.
Do you want 10 o'clock?
It's 3 weeks since Rachel took on her new junior stylist, Marianne. But today, she's been dealt a blow. Marianne's decided Spain isn't for her.
I never thought the language barrier and things would be such a big issue, but it is. You don't realise that until you're here. It's okay going on holiday, but when you actually want to stay here, it's a lot harder than what you think it's going to be.
She is a talented hairdresser. She's got no problems in her hairdressing. She's keen and eager to learn. I think she's bitten off more than she can chew, and I think she'd admit that herself. She's probably gone in too deep and realised maybe it's not really what she thought it would be.
Rachel's sad to say goodbye to Marianne, but the pair are parting as friends.
I'm back home.
All right, thank you. Right, thanks for coming out. Say hi to your mum and your nan. Hi. Adios, amigos.
Despite the knock, Rachel is ploughing all her energy into her new business, and a week later there are big changes planned. She's borrowed money to have the salon completely rebranded and redecorated.
It's cost me €1,000 to have it all refreshed and repainted and rejigged. It's like money really well spent, I think. You know, the sofa is your second hand, €250. The painting, the basins replumbed into their new position. I finally feel like it's my salon, to be honest. I feel like it's my salon now. I feel like I put my stamp on it.
Rachel has transformed the old salon into the fresh, modern space she has been longing for.
Here they are.
And with the inside complete, sign maker Paul is going to finish the new look.
Morning. You're right. Come on. Maybe it needs its joints oiling. We all need that.
I hope you're putting all this on your social media.
Oh, of course, my darling. Wow. Really good branding, that is. Simple, but it works. Oh, I'm so pleased with it, Paul. It looks so much better than I ever dreamed. It really does. I'm satisfied now. Looks very Knightsbridge, darling. Oh my God, I can't believe that's me. Look what I've done in a matter of 3, not even 4 months. It's amazing. I feel really proud of myself. Brilliant.
So Rachel's mark is firmly on her new salon, but the refurb hasn't come cheap. She'll need to work hard to get more clients through the door to recoup her investment. The Dordogne in France. A week ago, Wendy and Neville Vokes came here from the UK to buy the house of their dreams. They planned to turn it into a yoga retreat, but the deal fell through at the last minute. Now they're living in a tiny rented house while they search for another property. It's not exactly filling them with joie de vivre.
We have a problem with ladybirds. So you lay in bed and all of a sudden you go, oh, what was that? And all these ladybirds are falling on you. Then we've had a lizard in here a couple of days, which of course the dogs goes mad for. Then we left the door open and we had a bird in here, and now we're just plagued with ants up the wall, everywhere, over the sink. And I just don't like sharing my home with all these insects.
But a few days later, their spirits begin to lift.
Oh wow, this looks nice.
They've come to view an 8-bedroom detached property with an acre of land close to the town of Duras. It's on the market for €450,000.
Hello, you must be Terry.
I'm Terry Argent.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, Wendy.
Nice to meet
Hello.
you.
And you must be Neville.
I'm Neville.
Pleased to meet you, Neville.
Terry is an English estate agent working in France and thinks this property is right on the money for Wendy and Neville.
Right, so we're coming up to the mezzanine, which is a really great space for guests. Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh wow, this is lovely.
So
yeah.
The mezzanine could be a perfect spot for classes, and there are 8 guest rooms, most with ensuite bathrooms, ideal for the retreat.
8? Oh, okay. Wow. I'm liking very much what I see. Thank you. It's great.
Pool area, obviously the owners have been away, so the pool's not been opened up since last year,
Fine.
so it needs a bit of a pressure wash and a tidy.
Yeah.
But it's there, it's all intact, it looks
there.
good. Oh, I can see myself sat here Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Really nice.
Cup of coffee, you with a glass of wine, and we can just sit and
That
chill.
must be fruit trees down there, mustn't it?
Yeah.
This could definitely be a new life in the sun for us. I do, yeah, definitely.
I think so. Yeah. We've just got to hope everything goes through, you know.
Wendy and Neville are sold on the house, but its €450,000 price tag is more than they were hoping to pay. So they make an offer under the asking price.
We thought of an offer of €420,000. We just can't afford to go any more than that, but we love the place and it fits the needs.
I'll contact the owner, I'll put the offer to them.
So I'm getting quite emotional, sort of. It's been such a year and we've tried this for so long and it's just sort of... Sorry.
I'm just thinking the money I've got to give away. There's no way I could cry about that.
It's been a dream for so long and I kept thinking it's only ever going to remain a dream. It all seems to be a little bit out of my reach.
I'll do the best I can, I promise.
Okay.
Wendy and Neville head off to take their minds off things, but it isn't long before Terry arrives with the news. The seller is sticking to the asking price.
450 is the bottom line.
Okay.
So that's where we need to be pitching it at.
Okay.
Not at this moment. I mean, we'll chat about it and I'll work some more figures, but I don't think that'll be...
450 would be...
I mean, we could do it, but it's going to stretch us so much, and I don't want to be stretched. I don't want pressure. We've come out here not to have pressure.
Maximum we would be probably 440. That would be maximum.
I doubt if we could go that really, not safely.
We haven't got anything to do, have we? So, okay.
Having now missed out on 2 properties, Wendy and Neville's search must continue.
You've been here before, we pick ourselves up again and off we go again and yeah, okay.
It'll work.
Yeah, it will do.
One way or another.
Oh well, never mind.
But will they ever find the perfect place to accommodate both them and their business? It's mid-July in Albia on the Costa Blanca. 3 weeks after hairdresser Rachel Warby's big refurb, there's another change at the salon. She's taken on experienced hairdresser Sarah, who's lived in Spain for 10 years.
We just get on like we've worked together before. It's really weird. It's very strange. It's good strange, you know, it's like, wow. I didn't expect it to feel so natural.
And with the local Fiesta days away, Sarah's arrival couldn't have been more timely. Spain is the land of fiestas. Throughout the year, in nearly every town, people take to the streets to party, and everyone wants to look the part. And Rachel's hoping to cash in on the action.
Hola, chicas!
Her client, Michelle, is the editor of the local English language newspaper, and she and her 2 daughters need a restyle for the Fiesta.
So your fear is you don't want it to look too untraditional. You want it to look more Spanish.
Amy and Tess have been selected to be princesses in the ceremonial procession. It's a big honour for the girls, and today Rachel's been tasked with giving them the royal treatment.
If we can keep the bun mid-height here.
Yeah.
Michelle is one of the most connected women in town, so a good show could win Rachel more clients.
Amy doesn't have quite as much hair as Tess. It's curly, but it's thinner. So we need to make it look a bit fuller somehow. That was the royal we, it means you, because I haven't got a clue.
And after the full works from Rachel and Sarah, the princesses are ready for their debut.
That is so pretty. You look like one of them girls off the telly.
Mwah, mwah. Have a lovely Fiesta. Mwah, you look beautiful. Oh, thanks to Sarah as well.
Bye, thank you.
See ya, bye. See you later. See you at the Fiesta.
It's the first time Rachel's ever been to a Fiesta, and this one's going off with a bang.
Oh, they love letting off their bangers, those boys. I feel sorry for anyone that's on a pacemaker.
Immersing herself in Spanish culture could be a great marketing move for Rachel, with hundreds of fiestas along the Costa Blanca.
They look gorgeous, don't they? They look stunning. They look stunning.
I really like the way it's done. It matches her and her age and her personality, and it's really cute.
And as night falls, the princesses have maintained their perfect poise.
I'm so pleased with Rachel today. That's part of the party, getting ready at the hairdressers, having your makeup done, and I obviously look like the back of a bus normally because everyone who's seen me said I look fabulous, and of course the girls look amazing. I'm so pleased.
Rachel's managed to impress her big client and make an impact with the local community. Could this be a crowning achievement for this London hairstylist? Four miles up the coast in Altea, Ken Douglas and his daughter Emily are on the final push to pull in the euros before the tourists leave. In recent weeks, strong winds have slowed down bookings for kayaks and paddle surfs. But luckily, the breezy weather is perfect for windsurfing.
Nice and slow, really good.
Ken and Emily have had plenty of money-making ideas this summer, but taking on professional instructor Jack has proved to be one of their better decisions.
That's it, perfect.
In just 3 months, Jack has drawn in scores of novice windsurfers and helped keep this business afloat.
I hope I did my part. Oh, we did a lot of windsurfing. I was quite busy most days. And yeah, I don't know, just another hand to help out.
But today is his last day at El Portet. To mark his departure, boss Ken's throwing him a farewell barbecue.
He's certainly grown the windsurf business, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
And hold on to that mast for me.
Very noticeable in the early days of July. It was you know, 2 and 3 hours on the water, and as the season went on, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7.
Nice little steps.
And I think there was one day towards the middle of August he was on the water about 8 or 9 hours, you know, which is great. That's what we wanted, you know.
But now it's time to say adios to his favourite instructor.
I'll see you. See you next year. So long. I'll have to go. Bye-bye.
I'm going to steal your dog too. Come on, Kiko. We go.
And they're not the only ones going their separate ways. In the winter months, Ken will take care of business on his own.
Dad, how do you feel about me leaving El Portet?
I'll miss you so much, darling. I'll miss you so much, your witty banter and your continuous praising. Whose is this dirty cup? Who's left it here? Come on, get it away.
You miss me,
Should
really.
be sorely missed, like a hole in the head.
It's September, the end of the tourist season. The holiday makers are heading home, and after a fruitful summer, Ken will soon have more time to get back to his writing.
The books take over now, there's no doubt about it. I mean, I'm full on into the books now. I'm working on 2 projects on the books. And look at that sunrise now, look at it, beautiful. It's one of the reasons I write down here, because, you know, when you're looking onto this sort of thing every day, I don't know if inspiration's the right word, but it's just so tranquil, and the sound of the sea, and, you know, it's, I suppose it is inspiring. You can't not write some good words when you're working at somewhere like this, you know.
Ken and Emily have worked non-stop this summer to make the business a success, and at the end of the day, the reward for them is simple.
You just need to look at it?
You just need to look at it. The beach, the sea, the mountains. It's still the most wonderful place to live. The motivation isn't the money, the motivation is the lifestyle, quite simply.
Dad and daughter are confident the family business will have a healthy future. That's at least one thing they can agree on.
The business has done very, very well this year. And yeah, we will continue it next year.
You just need to put more hours in next year.
How am I going to put more hours in? Do you know how many I've done this year?
9:30 till like 8 instead of the siesta in the middle, and the you open, you close.
Listen, you have to have a
close.
siesta, which reminds me, goodbye.
It's so stupid.
In the Midi-Pyrénées, it's been a frustrating time for expats Richard and Lindsay Watterson.
Right.
For the past few months, Lindsay has been struggling without her prosthetic leg.
I've had years of where I've been okay walking, and I've been really active, and I've been great. So to actually have that taken away from me has been a bit of a slap in the face, really. It's been a bit of a wake-up call.
But today they've come to the hospital in Po, and it looks like Lindsay's agonising wait is finally over.
Amazing! Oh God, it's just brilliant. I can't tell you. If it's out of 10, it's like 100. It's brilliant. Love it.
Life's going to be easier, and I can help. And I don't feel like I've really done my share.
Yeah. In your way.
Come on then, push that chair, because I'm not sitting in it.
And she's back on her feet just in time to say a fond farewell to their first ever guests.
It's wonderful.
You've done a great job.
We really loved it.
So glad.
We really So did. glad.
And you will forever be special, Barbara.
And we will. I hope that gives us the ability to umph people on the vacation list.
Bye! See you guys. Safe travels.
Bye!
We're in it to make happy memories for families and to help them have a lovely holiday. That's it, that's what they've done.
But Lindsay and Richard don't have any time to rest on their laurels, because this afternoon a new family is arriving for their fortnight in France.
So much easier standing up. Everything is just so much easier.
They have just 4 hours to clean up before check-in and need all ex-military man Richard's attention to detail.
What are you doing there?
What am I doing? I'm making up 2 more beds.
Okay.
And I've made, the towels are on. They're not just made, they're dressed and ready. Yeah?
What, dressed and ready? Good.
Is that good for you?
Yeah.
Even with time running out, Richard refuses to cut corners.
This is a very glamorous job. It's so important though, isn't it? When you go into a toilet and think, oh, that's been cleaned. I think we're okay now. It's good. That'll do. It's just about to be made and titivated with bits and bobs.
With just over an hour to go, there's still loads of jobs left to do. The last thing they need is guests arriving early.
And that's them.
Could be. Well, I'll tell them we're not ready until 4 o'clock.
Yeah?
Paul, Cara and their 4 children have driven overnight from London.
Hi guys, how are you? Yeah, we're not ready yet, I'm afraid.
Could we come around 4? I think you do, right?
Yeah, it'll be fine, yeah. We're just finishing off now, but we just did a few things around the garden before. So.
Perfect. Okay.
No worries.
All right.
Yep.
See you soon.
Have fun.
Richard's managed to buy them both some time.
That's where you've got to be quite clear with people. Because you can't, there's only so quick you can move to get things sorted.
But to keep their very understanding new guests happy, they need to be ready for their return.
I had to take my leg off. It was just so hot. You've got to start it with your left leg, unfortunately. Just a bit of a bugger when you ain't got one, but yeah, so I start it with my right.
After a quick once-over in the garden, the changeover is complete and they're ready in time for the new arrivals to check in.
Hello again.
Sorry to sprung on you the last time.
No, that's fine.
We were just...
You must be Paul. Hello, Paul.
It's time to show their second guests around their holiday home.
Wow. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful.
The latest family seem very happy with their holiday choice.
So far, so good.
Our holidays are all about being together, cooking, eating together, and being outdoors. So this is the perfect place to do it.
I'm excited to swim, and I'm excited to go around and explore the towns.
The kids can run wild and, you know, just enjoy the outdoors, and it's just the perfect holiday with
some space,
4 small kids.
Some space and some peace and quiet.
We've got another really, really lovely family. They seem really chuffed with it.
Yeah, the kids will be running around, screaming, and that's what we want.
What do you want to do now?
Swim!
Yeah?
Yes!
The summer season is going well for the Wattersons, but can they keep up the momentum and ensure more guests come through their doors in the future? In Albia on the Costa Blanca, hairdresser Rachel Warby is working tirelessly to make sure everyone knows there's a new stylist in town.
My special guest today is a lovely girl called Rachel Warby.
She's even hitting the airwaves on the local English-speaking radio to bring in the clients.
I'm offering all new clients that come to me, I'm offering them 50% off a haircut.
And a few weeks later, the promotion work is paying off. Business is booming.
Oh, I say. I feel a bit farrafussy.
With a growing list of loyal clients, Rachel's dream is taking shape. And it seems there's no end to her ambitions. Today she's visiting the neighbouring town of Benidorm to check out some new premises for a potential second salon.
We could actually end up with a franchise, or, you know, who knows? I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the new openings, opening new doors, challenging myself a little bit more and not sitting on my laurels.
Boasting more than 300 skyscrapers, Benidorm has more high-rise buildings per person than anywhere in the world. But recently, Rachel's discovered a different side of the area in the cobbled streets of the old town.
This is, you know, somewhere that I fell in love with quite quickly because it shattered all my perceptions of what Benidorm was. I thought it was Brits abroad and kiss me quick hats, which that is here, but in the old town, it's like stepping back in time. It's just still got that enchanting character to the place.
Rachel's meeting estate agent Elena to see if she can find the ideal premises at a price she can afford.
Hi, Elena.
Hi, Rachel.
Oh,
How are
thanks
you?
for showing me this one.
Okay. How are you today? In your day off?
Oh, I'm shattered on my day
Yeah.
off, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm really, this needs windows cleaned.
Okay, it's dirty. Come on, come in. Look, it's not big, but for what you are thinking to do.
If this was 300 euros, then I'd take it, but it's
double.
It's double the price. I feel a bit deflated, really, by it, to be honest. It looks better from the outside than the inside. Let's keep looking.
So not quite right for Rachel, but there are plenty of premises to choose from.
Is this the shop there?
This is a shop.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, it looks great.
Come on.
This is nice.
Okay.
It's no problem making it into a salon by law, or is that?
No,
it's not. You don't have to change the use.
You have to change the license, but it's all right.
It's
If you
affordable.
apply,
Yeah. Great. So what's the rent for this a month?
It's 400 euros.
Fine for me at that price, 400. Right, let's have a little look up here. This will all scrub up really nicely. White paint all over. The floor's fine. Love all the windows at the front. And then it's already got a toilet and a shower. Oh, lovely. The overheads are very low, and you know I could earn 400 euros in a day if I'm lucky here. I love it. Wow.
Rachel needs to check her finances before she takes this big step towards turning her vision to expand into a reality.
I want to be in the quirkier, edgier part of Benidorm, and this place, as you've seen, has got it. It's got something special. I think a shop, an English trendy hairdressers would work really well here. Very upmarket, a bit edgy. Watch this space, the London Hairdressers Benidorm. That just sounds great, doesn't it?
With the salon now fully established in Albia, Rachel's decided that's reason to throw a party to thank those who've helped make her a success.
Who would have thought a humble old hairdresser like me would have found such a lovely bunch of people to be around?
Ladies and gentlemen, can you all please make some noise for Rachel and her team and to many, many years of success here at the London Hairdresser. Cheers.
Live your dream. If you want a new life, create it, because that's what I've done. I've created a new life and I'm so proud of myself.
Next time, when Neville and Wendy's yoga retreat gets off the ground...
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It's all exciting.
There's sleepless nights ahead.
We're sort of living on 4 or 5 hours sleep a night.
Can a chef and his partner make a go of running a restaurant in Spain?
You took those cold and left all that hot food. Because you didn't tell me it was ready.
Without driving each other up the wall.
Oh well. This could be an interesting career move.
And as summer bookings dry up...
And we've just got to try and think ahead and see where we're going to get bookings from.
Richard and Lindsay try a new direction for their business.
It's been a long time since I touched a strange man's character. That came out wrong.
It's a dream chased by thousands of expats, setting up new lives in Europe.
It couldn't be any different than Scotland.
I feel like I've just been born.
There's great weather and property is amazing value.
Something like this in the UK would be well out of our reach.
But nothing in life is for free.
Look at that swimming pool.
Yeah,
wow.
it's way too much money.
So to pay their way, Enterprising expats are aiming high.
That was amazing.
And going into business.
Oh, you've done brilliantly.
On this series, we're with a new group of Brits.
I think we just have opened a flower shop.
Setting sail and serving up in Spain.
Always happy customers here.
Running fishing lodges and B&Bs in France.
Oh, door's not on.
But will business boom? Or go bust?
We are quite literally dead in the water.
And will these new expats find happiness in the sun?
So proud of you and what you're setting out to do.
On today's show, when a yoga retreat business gets off the ground...
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It's all exciting. I'm going to pinch myself.
There's sleepless nights ahead.
We're sort of living on 4 or 5 hours sleep a night. I used to have 9 hours regularly before we came out.
Can a chef and his partner make a go of running a restaurant in Spain?
You took those cold and left all that hot food. Because you didn't tell me it was ready.
Without driving each other up the wall.
Oh well. This could be an interesting career move.
And as summer bookings dry up...
It's a business and we've just got to try and think ahead and see where we're going to get bookings from. And at the moment we've got a big fat gap.
The holiday hosts try a new direction for their business.
It's been a long time since I touched a strange man's hairdressers. That came out wrong.
Over the last decade, the prices of homes in France have decreased in value, which has attracted a growing stream of Brits across the Channel hunting for property bargains. Of course, the more cash you have to splash, the more property you're going to get. For €1 million, you could even own your own hamlet. Like this one near Salon with its 2 manor houses, a mill, a cottage and 9 acres of private lawns. In the Charente, a 3-bedroomed house with attached 3-bedroomed cottage, 35 acres of land, 2 lakes and an established carp fishing business will cost around $500,000. And that's around what Neville and Wendy Vokes have to spend on a new property.
45?
As their home and for running a yoga retreat near the Dordogne.
They are sisters.
Sometimes when you drive down the road, you could still think you're in England because the trees are a bit greener here than they are at home. But I just love it. Yeah.
I feel that it's like going back 100 years, and everything is serene. You know, you don't need to rush around.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
do
trying
definitely
to get
chill.
somewhere fast.
You do definitely chill
we'll
here.
Get there when we get there.
But it's not been an easy move. Their first house fell through, but now, after 9 days, they've found their ideal home. The 3-bedroomed house on the edge of the Dordogne is set in 5 acres of land, and attached is a separate gîte with 4 rooms. The property comes complete with a swimming pool and huge barn that would make an ideal yoga studio. And it's on the market, well in budget, for €335,000.
They found this house and I said, oh, come on, let's go and have a look at it then, I suppose. And it turned out to be a dream. It turned out to be a dream house and it's wonderful. Thank you very much.
3 days ago, they put in an offer and today they've discovered it's been accepted.
Fantastic. Hey, brilliant.
So
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Well done. Go and enjoy yourself. Try to relax. Yes, thank you.
You have a good day. We've done it. That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we got the paper.
We got the paper? Hey, we're away.
It's the sort of the beginning to the end, isn't it, really? You know, starting the process. It's exciting time now. I wanted something, when people arrive, they get that wow factor. And I think the lovely oak beam barn we've got, I just imagine opening up the doors and they're going to go, oh, wow.
After a few ups and downs, it's starting to come together for the Vokes. Wendy thought up the dream of running a yoga retreat after recovering from cancer.
Jimmy, come on. Come on. I've had 5 tough years. I've had to dig deep, and I said to Neville one day, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to, we put the house on the market. I want to go and run a yoga retreat. This is my dream. And I honestly said to you, didn't I? You don't need to come with me. Let's just split the house up. You have a flat here, maybe I come home to it, or you come out to me sometimes. This is what I want to do. And Neville actually said, well, I would like to do it with you, didn't you? And so it became really then our dream, didn't it, in a way?
The house won't be theirs until the paperwork is done and the money transferred, but Wendy and Neville are allowed back to view it again 3 days later. Terry, the estate agent, is waiting to greet them at the door.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. It's all exciting. I'm going to pinch myself.
The house is also more than €100,000 cheaper than the property they'd originally planned to buy, so they have plenty of spare cash to upgrade the gîte and house to accommodate both them and their future clients.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, I'm thinking.
And they can't stop making plans.
We could take this out, Neville. We could take all this out in time if we're going to have it as an office.
We hope to be putting this into 2 rooms, because this is massive.
We'll probably pave in there.
Yeah.
Leave a little bit of shingle, because then it would be nice. You could even do yoga out here.
But they aren't seeing eye to eye on everything.
No, but I think I'd rather have an ensuite here for guests to come to, not share a bathroom.
Yes, I say eventually, once we go...
No, not eventually, if we can get one in.
Wendy wants to open it tomorrow.
Hello.
That's electric, Wend.
Oh, is it? As if you know what the inside of an oven should look like.
I know what it looks like. Going there every day.
Yeah, right.
It's just the beginning of their new life, though. Now they face the Herculean task of turning the property they've bought into a yoga retreat they've been dreaming of.
We need to get an overall picture of what we're going to do so that when all the paperwork's gone through, we can just go, bang, let's get on with it.
Almería in southern Spain. An area of outstanding beauty, blessed with dramatic landscapes and a dry, hot climate. Here, the sea and desert coexist alongside some of the most fertile agricultural lands in Spain. Over 15,000 expats call this diverse region home. From the busy bars and restaurants along its beautiful coastline, to the traditional desert villages offering a more tranquil way of life, which catering manager Lee Bradford and salesman Peter Thompson are still getting used to.
When we first moved here, because it's so quiet, it's like, oh, this car's gone past, car's gone, so it's all at the wall, looking to see who'd gone past.
It's now 2.5 years since they traded in their busy lives in the UK for the quiet life running a business renting out holiday cottages in the pretty secluded village of El Puertecito.
I can't say we've looked back since, really.
England is very crowded and everyone's rushing. It's not as full on as
it is very laid back.
Their rural location means property prices are low. Peter and Lee purchased 4 traditional country houses for the price of a 1-bedroom flat in their former hometown of Watford. They then completely renovated the properties into holiday lets, creating 11 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 4 kitchens, and 2 swimming pools.
Did you polish the taps in the bathroom?
No, I thought I'd leave them.
It's now June, and while their first season was a success,
People coming back.
We've had people come back this year. The people who are here this year are coming back next year. So that's always a good sign that you're doing something right.
they decided to convert one of the cottages to a restaurant after feedback from visitors.
I like having a local bar I can walk to.
You're not the first to have said that.
So if you could put one in.
Fine, no problem.
They're ploughing their cash into it, hoping the restaurant will be a draw to customers renting their accommodation as well as local trade.
One of the nicest rooms, it was a bedroom. This is now going to become the kitchen. You can see from my kitchen planning all the gaffer tape on the floor.
Here's one we made earlier.
The building is the village's original farmhouse.
We're going to leave that there.
If you take that out, the ceiling's going to come down.
Okay. Oh, we'll leave that. We'll leave that. Should we leave that in then? That bit.
And the 300-year-old structure is offering up some challenges for Peter and Lee.
So when you take the walls down, it looks as though it'll never stand up.
Yeah.
There's only been a main road to this village in the last 12 years. It would have been very isolated originally. So when they built with what they had.
Most of the roofs and the ceilings have got, there'll be concrete and tiles, but underneath will be like bamboo, because bamboo just grows here wild. And then you can see up there, you can see all the bamboo and the actual ceiling.
And the walls contain some less desirable substances.
All over there was donkey poo and straw.
That well-known building substance.
Branch.
The branch of a tree they found somewhere. Don't pull it out, will they?
Well, no, so they'll dig all that out and pack it with concrete.
It's a gamble for Peter and Lee, as losing a holiday home means their rental revenue will be cut by a quarter.
This used to be the kitchen in the house. It was a bit of a double-edged sword, because you know how much you paid to have the kitchen put in the first place, and now you're knocking it down.
And expensive building work isn't the only challenge on their hands this summer. While Lee has a lifetime of experience in catering, Peter has none. Could this in itself be a recipe for disaster?
A friend of ours said, this is going to be 40 towers, but in a restaurant, isn't it?
You're going to be Basil or Sybil?
I'm Sybil. At the front doing nothing, but making it look really good.
Exactly. Okay.
And you're in the background annoying everyone. There you go.
The Midi-Pyrénées in southwest France. New home to Richard and Lindsay Watterson. After a summer of hard work, the new holiday hosts finally have some free time to immerse themselves in local culture.
The people are very friendly. They're very friendly to us.
I find the French very friendly, especially down here.
The French love their village fêtes. It's a chance for neighbours to get together to eat, drink, and enjoy a spot of entertainment. After a summer running their newly refurbished cottage, the couple are now getting to grips with hospitality.
Bonjour!
Bonsoir!
Knock, knock!
And their latest guests are even giving them the opportunity to show off their newly acquired French skills.
Enjoyed the week here. La semaine ici. C'est très joli, c'est bon.
Ah oui,
oui.
bien.
Oui, c'est bon.
And the cultural exchange continues, as their guests teach them the art of the French game pétanque.
J'ai joué toi. Ouais.
C'est comme ça? Comme ça.
Comme ça.
Comme ça.
Pas comme... Non, pas comme ça.
Comme ça.
Oui, ok.
Stop! À l'autre.
Ah, ok. My French is not as good as your French.
Your French is French with a German accent.
Et l'anglais, backspin.
Comme ça.
Oh.
Comme ça.
It's different when you actually get here and you're faced with people speaking it back to you. That's when you go into meltdown.
Joli visiteur. Oui.
Joli visiteur? Sympathique. Visiteur. Sympathique. Qu'est-ce que c'est joli?
Joli, c'est beau. Beau.
Oh oui, c'est bon, c'est joli. Pas les hommes, les femmes sont jolies. Oui.
But it seems Lindsay's charm is better than her French skills.
Merci.
The next morning, Richard and Lindsay are saying au revoir to their last long-stay guests of the summer season.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
But they can't afford to put their feet up just yet, so they're trying their hand at something new to keep customers coming through the quieter winter months.
Au revoir.
Over the low season, I think groups of 10 people are going to be few and far between. So we decided that we'd do a bit of bed and breakfast. So we could have guests for 1 or 2 nights. That was the thinking behind that, is money, really. It was just purely financial.
The Wattersons have decided to take their marketing into their own hands, and with winter bookings on their mind, they have a cunning plan.
Today, 35 degrees outside, but inside it's Christmas. Because what we're doing today is we're decorating this fireplace, this corner of the gîte, the lounge, for Christmas, to photograph and to try and push out there for Christmas business and out of season business, because it'd be a fabulous place to come. My elf.
So what are we going to do? We've got a tree.
We've got a tree.
It might be hot enough to toast a croissant outside, but Richard's still in a festive mood.
Oh, I love Christmas. Best bit I love about Christmas is the music. I love it. Lifts the spirits and it just captivates.
We want them to walk in and think, yes, we've used our imagination and we're forward planning.
Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh!
It's a business and we've just got to try and think ahead and see where we're going to get bookings from. And at the moment we've got a big fat gap, so we need to get some bookings. Oh, you brought Noel!
No. That's French for Christmas, isn't it?
No. It is, Noel.
They hope B&B customers will see them through winter, but Christmas could be a chance to secure a lucrative week-long rental.
It's fine, it's not perfect.
No.
But I think I quite like that.
Richard and Lindsay need as much publicity as possible for their winter wonderland.
Hi, Katrina, how are you?
Hi, Richard.
Nice to meet you, I'm Richard.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you. Hi, Lindsay.
Mwah.
So today, a journalist from a French lifestyle magazine has come to do a feature on them. And fortunately for them, Katrina is a fan of Christmas too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is lovely. Christmas trees. Oh, I'm feeling festive already.
The couple know selling the story of their dream new life might just give them the exposure they need.
What was it that made you want to make the move out to France?
Change of pace of lifestyle, really, wasn't it?
We couldn't dream of having this kind of property in the UK.
You've got to pinch yourself now and again.
Their interview and photos showcasing the gîte will make a 4-page spread in the magazine, which has a readership of over 40,000.
That's great, I hope you got everything you wanted.
Oh,
yes.
Really...
Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for having me.
It's an awful long way to
really
come for
lovely.
an interview, but at least they have sunshine.
This definitely beats a day in the office, so I'm like, anytime.
A successful write-up could be great publicity for the Wattersons.
Well, it's absolutely gorgeous property and lovely light, airy feel. Couldn't really beat it for a holiday. And I think they're a really inspiring couple, so it'll be really telling their story of how they made their dream come true.
Could this mean a steadier stream of bookings going forward? Or will they need to do even more to increase their exposure to potential guests? Almeria in southern Spain. Holiday home entrepreneurs Peter Thompson and Lee Bradford have made the bold decision to turn one of their rental properties into a brand new restaurant.
We have 3 dining areas, so each area holds 12.
12.
So when we're open, we'll seat 36 in total.
After months of building work, it's finally complete. What was a kitchen is now a restaurant. And the bedroom is a professional kitchen.
We won't talk about budget, because I'll start crying.
We've spent all the money that we put aside for it. There's nothing left over.
It's been a huge financial investment, and the couple now need to adapt quickly to their new roles in the business.
I'm front of house.
Or in Lee's words,
I'm in charge, and Peter's wiping tables. Basically, that's how it works.
it's early July, and Peter and Lee are finally ready to open their restaurant's doors to their very first customers this evening.
Quite a strange feeling, because it feels as though it's been building up to get to this stage for ages. And then suddenly you're woken up and it's like, flipping hell, we're here. We've got to do it now.
They have 16 people booked for their dinner service in just 4 hours' time.
Oh, this is filthy. Have you got the Hoover?
And with just the two of them, the pressure is on to get prepared.
Lee, do you want...
What?
Can we move these tables down a bit?
Yes.
Someone, I'm not saying who, but someone will come in and check it.
If you mean Lee, it looks like he's got his hands full with the food.
Come on, dry.
Lee has designed the whole menu from scratch. He used to manage a team catering for 13,000 people, so food is his forte.
It's a no-bake strawberry lemonade cheesecake.
Peter, not so much.
Crispy.
Merzela and squid.
Who's Merzela?
It's a whitefish. Just say whitefish.
So gnocchi is made with pasta dough?
Potato.
It's potato. God, I'm useless at this.
As the nerves take hold, a little first night tetchiness is beginning to creep in.
Right. Thank you, Executive Chef. Smile.
I am. What, you're bitching on about me being ready?
It doesn't take me as long to get ready like it does you, dear.
Yeah. Everything's done out there.
Do you want to go through it?
No.
It's a good job, as the very first customers are coming their way.
Please come in.
Can they both manage to keep their cool, or have they bitten off more than they can chew? In the tranquil Midi-Pyrénées, Lindsay and Richard Watterson finally have the spare time to relax and enjoy their new life in the sun. But chilling out in the pool won't bring in the euros. As the summer season comes to an end, weekly cottage rentals have slowed, so Richard and Lindsay have started their plans to offer shorter B&B stays. And they've just landed their first booking after marketing the property at the local racetrack.
We've got 8 guys come in tonight for 3 nights. It's for the historic weekend, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend for them racing. I'm really looking forward to it because I love historic racing. It'd be great to see it. But yeah, it's different because we've got to give them breakfast in the morning. Normally we just hand over the keys and that's it, just crack on with it. But now we've got to give them breakfast, turn beds around the next day and so on and so forth.
Just 10 minutes drive from the Wattersons' home, the Nogaro circuit is a mecca for motorsports enthusiasts. When it opened in the 1960s, it was France's first purpose-built racetrack. It still attracts over 300,000 visitors a year, right on Richard and Lindsay's doorstep. And it's not just spectators who need a place to stay. The latest guests are a team of racing car drivers taking part in this weekend's competition.
I'm excited about getting it right. I'm excited about it because I've never done bed and breakfast before. To most people that won't sound exciting. But when you're making money from it, it becomes exciting. And I just want to do it right. Because these guys might come back, they might come back, they might bring their wives. They might come back for a week's holiday sometime. So just making it nice.
The 8-man racing team will be paying more than €800 for their bed and board, a welcome income for the Wattersons.
The reality is, we aren't retired. We're here to work, and this is work, and it's money, and it all boils down to that at the end of the day, doesn't it? So every couple of nights we get of this, it helps us balance the books.
As the night draws in,
what are you doing that?
Blowing into my hand.
Richard and Lindsay are discovering the drawbacks of being B&B hosts.
Kind of thought they might have been here by now, but I'm saying it's okay. It's only 10 to 10. It's not really late. So it could be a problem. If it started creeping into really late, where you've got to wait up for people, it could be a problem. But then
you're on shift where one stays up and one gets up for breakfast.
Oh no, you don't, because you go and put the key in the door, and they just let themselves in.
After a busy day getting everything ready and an early breakfast shift in the morning,
we can leave a key in the door for you.
The first ever B&B guests will have to let themselves in tonight.
Right, should we hit the road, Jack?
I've had enough. Today needs to go to bed.
At 6 o'clock the next morning, Richard and Lindsay's new role of B&B hosts begins.
Lacking strength. Too early.
That won't be enough jam for 8 people.
I've had this discussion with myself. There's jam, there's cheese, it's not the only thing.
A couple of scoops out of that and it's gone.
As well as the jam, Lindsay and Richard have put on a spread of croissants, cheese and breads for the racing team guests.
It's the original Meals on Wheels. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, did you sleep okay?
Of course we did. We
Good.
arrived a little bit late.
It's okay, it's no problem. No problem.
They arrived late and
Much
we were
later.
much later.
The guests may not have had much sleep, but the beautiful surroundings of their B&B has certainly been a good start to their day.
Paradise in France. The paradise is in France. Comment on dit? C'est superbe.
Superb.
Superb. We don't want to go to the circuit. We want to stay here for the day.
There's your breakfast, gentlemen. Enjoy. There's coffee being made there. If you prefer tea, the kettle is there. Enjoy, and we will see you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
As the guests leave for the day, Lindsay is about to experience her first maid duties.
I feel like I'm entering into a secret world. It's very new. I've never made a strange man's bed before. I don't know what else to touch. What do you do? What do you do?
It's a far cry from hosting weekly gîte rentals.
It's been a long time since I touched a strange man's pair of trousers. That came out wrong.
Men's trousers aside, it looks like Richard and Lindsay's new direction could be a great move for their business.
It actually does feel like it's coming together, and I can't actually believe it. You do all these things and you feel like you're labouring away for an unknown person who you don't know when they're going to come, you don't know whether they're going to like it, but you still work. Richard was so happy this morning. Got another inquiry this morning for more bed and breakfast, and it's just like, yeah, it's another side to it that we hadn't kind of anticipated.
It's August, and on the edge of the Dordogne, after months of living in rented accommodation, Wendy and Neville Vokes have just got the keys to their new home.
Yeah, they're at the door. I want to go and look in the kitchen.
It has cost them €335,000. They're planning to turn it into a yoga retreat.
Oh, a lizard. Oh.
This is the first time they've been inside since the house officially became theirs.
We knew it was going to happen, but it's sort of, actually, you kind of got to pinch yourself to think that this really, really is our house now, and it's, have we done the right thing? No, we have.
That's it. That's me settled.
Neville might be ready to relax, but Wendy wants to share the news with their 4 grown-up children in England.
Hello! Guess what? We just bought a house. I could hear you screaming. I knew you'd scream. Thank you very much, lovey. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. Won't be long before you're here, will it, though? No, I'm a bit emotional. I can't help it. I can't help it. Yeah, nice hearing your voice too, lovey. I love you too. Bye-bye. Bye. I get so emotional because she's our youngest one. It's silly, but yeah, she was so pleased.
It's one thing moving in, but their house won't feel like home until the rest of their personal possessions arrive. 3 days later, all their worldly goods turn up a bit sooner than expected.
They've come a day earlier, so it's a bit of a different mindset. It's like panic, oh, that's got to go there. Whereas tonight I was going to do a little plan of what was going to go where. Washing machine goes through there.
Can that go in the front room?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The main house. Oh, my coffee machine! Oh, I love it.
I didn't realise we had quite so much. I knew we had a lot of stuff, and we've got a lot of rooms, but I didn't know we had quite this much.
Amongst all the boxes, it's amazing what Wendy and Neville dig out.
He found his Gong then. Oh, I love my bike. I didn't realise you bought them. Ooh. Ooh. Yes! Oh, the tyres are flat. I'm in the wrong gear.
And of course, there are treasured reminders of the family they've left behind in the UK.
Oh, I can't look at that because it upsets me. Sorry. It's been a lot. It's been 3 months of coping with living in 3 or 4 different places, living out of a suitcase, and now it's all here. So I've got everything now. My whole life is here, and it's it will be good, but it's just so emotional at the moment.
Soon the last few boxes are unloaded and their mammoth move is complete.
They just got it in, didn't they? Crammed it right to the very back. Now the work starts.
I know. Yeah, but this is what we came for, to have a life in France, have a business in France, and now we can start.
When's it going to start?
And that work starts straight away. While the sun is shining, Wendy and Neville decide to tackle the mountain of garden maintenance on their 5 acres of land.
This is quite a large wood. It goes all the way down and round. There's some pretty orchids here as well, and there's lovely butterflies. We will cut this back a bit.
The couple plan to cut out a number of new pathways through their woods for tranquil walks and natural spaces for meditation.
It's a wood that hasn't really been loved.
Luckily, Neville is a former landscape gardener, so he knows where to start.
We're not going to do a lot, to be fair. It's apart from trimming stuff back. We're basically, I think we're basically keeping it as it is, with just the exception of adding a few things. You know, we've got lovely fruit trees up there. We've got a vegetable garden that needs clearing out. We're almost self-sufficient here.
I lent Neville the money to buy his first truck with, didn't I?
Here we go.
I think he still owes me 50 quid as well.
Yeah, I've been paying ever since.
It's a bit of a busman's holiday for Neville, but the weather and surroundings are making all the difference.
Can you hear that? Nothing. You know, it's just glorious.
It may be pleasant work now, but Wendy could be about to change all that.
Behind every successful man, there's a very good woman with a stick.
Yeah.
Wendy wants the barn completely renovating into a yoga studio in time for a grand opening on her birthday in September. At the moment, though, it's a leaky cowshed.
So we're going to take the whole lot off, and then they're going to re-tile it. The front doors are coming off.
The work will cost the best part of €50,000 to complete, and Neville intends to do a lot of the work himself.
The barn has got to be right. Everything hinges on the barn. So hopefully I can get on and start pointing in the walls. And then once that's done, just these inside bits, we can get the floor in and we can open it up.
Can they realise their dream in just 6 weeks' time? Almeria in southern Spain. Peter and Lee have just welcomed their first customers to their brand new restaurant. It's a nerve-wracking moment for Peter, who has never worked in catering before. But initial impressions seem positive.
I love the way that it's split off into little dining areas.
I think they've done a lovely job with the place. Let's just hope the food's good.
Over to you, Lee.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Twee lamb, a bit pink if you can.
Pink if I can.
The orders are coming in thick and fast.
Fish cakes for me, please. Serrano ham stuffed chicken.
The fish cake and this chimichurri stuff.
3 lamb, 1 chicken.
But they're not going out as quickly as Lee would like.
Peter! Peter!
Sit and wait, shall we?
He might be waiting a while.
Trying to think what the name of the restaurant was.
So Lee adds waiter to his list of duties tonight.
What's he doing here?
No chance of another bottle of wine, chef. Another bottle of wine.
Yes.
Peter's sensing a little tension. Time to lighten the mood.
Service!
Well, that went well.
I thought it would be me getting stressed, not him. Oh well. This could be an interesting career move. Lee's problem is he has to do everything and not just stick to this bit. Don't worry about me, I'll sort it out.
Time for the second course and the second chance for Peter.
Has he not taken any of it?
He has, just not the right plates.
Why take cold foods and leave hot foods?
Once again, Lee must don his waiter's cap. And once again, he's not happy.
You took those cold and left all that hot food.
Because you didn't tell me it was ready.
I did,
I'm not going to argue, but
it's my fault, isn't it?
Despite the heat in the kitchen, the customers are impressed.
Pork is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely.
Chicken stuffed with ham is very nice.
It's sweet pea gnocchi in a tarragon cream, and it's really nice.
Very nice. I just hope he can keep the standard up.
In fact, they've even landed some potential business for their holiday rentals.
In fact, we were saying, we came back, see if we could stay over.
At the end of service, there's no complaints. In the dining room, at least.
Well, now you've calmed down, stop shouting and moaning.
Hot food needs taking.
Yeah, I know it does, but that's where you have to wait, and the person driving the whole thing and running it and everything and wiping the tables has to tell you what to do.
Anyway, we're very well.
Yeah, love it. Hugs and kisses.
On the edge of the Dordogne in southwest France, Wendy and Neville Vokes have bought a farmhouse with the intention of turning it into a yoga retreat.
Can we stop now?
They have a huge task to complete the renovations in time for a grand opening on Wendy's birthday just 6 weeks after moving in. The barn is the biggest part of the project. They plan to turn it into a yoga studio. But at the moment, it's an old cowshed with a leaky roof.
So you've got all the old yokes where they used to milk the cows, and they put their head through, and then they'd feed out of the trough, and they'd milk them the other side. So the heads would come through there.
The roof is going to cost them about €28,000, and they're employing a team of expats to do it. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few earths, and it's the same when renovating roofs. Destruction before construction.
I didn't realise they were going to smash them all like that. They're breaking my tiles. They're breaking my tiles up.
Except for the barn roof, Neville and Wendy are going to do most of the renovations themselves, but that means they've a punishing schedule ahead. Next big job, repointing the whole barn.
We could point it in with a pointing trowel, but it'd take forever. You just throw it in the joints.
We get here around about 9 o'clock and we go on till about 6, but the last few days it's got quite addictive. So we keep saying, oh, let's mix up another mix. And then we put that in and Neville says, what do you think? I said, yeah, let's do another mix. So it got a little bit addictive, so we can save money by doing it ourselves. So how much have we saved, Neville?
We've done about 120 square metres so far.
So we will save about €5,000 doing it ourselves. Yeah. And that's a lot of money.
And there's no end to the Vogue skills. Wendy's even turning her hand to a spot of stone masonry.
I'm creating
a date stone.
A date stone. Because I think it's quite poignant that that's 1816 and this is 2016. That's quite a round number.
She won't go up there and put it up there, though.
Come on. I couldn't get it. You got it. Oh. Let me go out here and see. Let me see if it's in the right place. Yeah, it's straight. Could you step away from the ladder? I need to see it. Just smooth a little bit of the side there. That's absolutely perfect.
With a shiny new roof and repointed walls, the beams now need staining.
Rock and roll, baby.
And Neville's hired a cherry picker.
No, I think it looks great. Oh, I'm excited. I want to come up and do some.
We'll do some then.
No, I don't like heights.
But throughout the toil, Wendy can always find a moment to appreciate the perks of her new lifestyle.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh. Neville's coffee can wait a few minutes. I say to him sometimes, I'm just going to go down and I'm going to put the washing out and I'm going to do da-da-da and I can run into the bedroom, put my swimsuit on.
Really?
And I'm swimming.
Really?
Sometimes I swim 3 times a day.
2 weeks later, and Wendy and Neville are making good progress on the yoga studio. A new mezzanine is nearly finished, and glass doors have been hung at the entrance.
What's middle?
That's great. Yep, super.
But the work seems to be taking its toll on Neville.
I worry that he works so hard and he's so tired and then he doesn't always sleep so well. I think he's thinking of what he's got to do next.
We're sort of living on 4 or 5 hours sleep a night. I used to have 9 hours regularly before we came out. And I do worry if Wendy sleeps too long because I've got to keep her working. You know, there's a lot to do.
Their deadline for opening is fast approaching. It will take all their energy to get everything ready in time. Next time, can Wendy and Neville pull in the punters?
I'm setting up a yoga retreat not far from here. Is it something you might be interested in? No.
Will the Wattersons' new marketing plan put them on the fast track to success?
Really hope to get some more business from here.
So hopefully, before they go, we'll get a penciled-in booking for next year.
And can Peter and Lee sort out their differences?
I've taken all of your comments on board.
And I'm ignoring all of them.
Or will too many cooks spoil the broth?
We're supposed to be running a business and it feels like we couldn't run a bath at the moment.
A new life in Europe, a dream chased by thousands.
I don't really think you can better it.
It's just amazing living in Spain.
With sunny days and a great way of life, it's easy to see why. Woo! But this doesn't come for free.
To come up with that money out of thin air is quite difficult.
So to fund this life,
oh my God,
Expat expats are setting sail.
He's out. He's gone.
And setting up businesses.
There's mushrooms growing on the wall.
Okay.
On this new series, we follow a fresh group of expats.
Every day's like this at the minute, it's just non-stop.
Run, run, run.
Launching paragliding and restaurants in Spain.
I think there's a future in this for us.
B&Bs and villas in France.
Look at that, like a Ferrari toilet.
But will it be profitable?
There was a lot of happy people here.
Or simply painful?
I want a piece of Spain, not a piece of Chernobyl.
And can the new expats really make their new life in the sun pay?
Job well done.
I'm so happy.
On today's show, can a couple pull in the punters and turn their vision of running a yoga retreat into a reality?
I'm setting up a yoga retreat not far from here. Is it something you might be interested in?
No.
No.
Will the holiday host's new marketing plan put them on the fast track to success?
Really hope to get some more business from here.
So hopefully, before they go, we'll get a penciled-in booking for next year.
And can two new restaurateurs in Spain sort out their differences?
I've taken all of your comments on board.
And I'm ignoring all of them.
Or will too many cooks spoil the broth?
We're supposed to be running a business and it feels like we couldn't run a bath at the moment.
Nearly 20% of the Brits who move to France for good buy houses in the Dordogne. Whether it's for the beautiful landscapes, gorgeous food, bargain property prices, or the local English cricket club. There's something about this part of France the British find irresistible.
That was a good catch.
Neville and Wendy Vokes are among the 16,000 expats who've settled in the Aquitaine region.
He's out, he's gone. He's gone.
Got him out?
No, got him out, yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was, it was fun too.
And the cricket was great. I mean, lovely little place.
The couple have bought a 3-bedroomed house on the edge of the Dordogne with an attached gîte and barn to turn into a yoga retreat. It cost them €335,000. 6 weeks ago, the 200-year-old barn was a leaky cowshed. But after countless man and woman hours of hard graft, it is finally ready.
It's finished. I give you the yoga studio. I love it. At night time, I stand in that corner over here because I can see all aspects of it. So I just sit here, and I just sit here, and I just think, oh gosh, you know, and it's just lovely.
There are some final touches to add later, but after doing so much himself, Neville is exhausted.
That's it. I've had enough now. That's going to be it until after the opening.
Yeah, after the opening.
Their official opening will be a chance for the couple to advertise their yoga studio locally, and they're planning a big party. 3 of their 4 children are flying in especially for the occasion, but eldest daughter Donna is coming early.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to hug her. Bonjour!
Oh,
Bonjour!
But will Wendy and Neville's efforts transforming the barn into a relaxing yoga space get the thumbs up from Donna?
Are you a bit jealous? Are you a bit jealous? I knew you would be. I knew you would be. All these walls we pointed. We did all of that ourselves, yeah? We painted all the beams, Dad sprayed them. We're going to put it out on the road.
I was worried when I realised how much work I had to do, but actually it's amazing.
A few days later, it's the morning of the grand opening and Wendy's 60th birthday. 2 more of their children have arrived, John and Stacey, along with their partners.
Welcome home and welcome to France.
There's little time to savour the wine and patisserie though, not with a party to prepare for.
We have 2.5 hours before we have to be greeting our guests. We've got stuff in the oven to do. Stacey will have my hair and makeup and put my dress on. You've got to sort some trousers out.
Wendy and Neville have invited 180 people to the grand opening.
So I'm getting knives and forks up there. We need more plates up there.
Including local villagers and contacts from social media.
Why do we need to be cleaning the pool? We've got things to do for the party.
We always do it on a Friday, or I do.
But they haven't had many confirmed replies.
It is all coming together, yeah. And I don't think people will come straight away at 6 o'clock. So there'll be time to do some of these things.
Will anybody turn up?
My clothes all in the sheet?
No, your shirt is hung up in the bedroom, isn't it?
I don't know.
And will Neville find his glad rags in time? Almeria in southern Spain. Known to be one of the best agricultural areas on the continent, it exports more than 1 million kilos of fresh fruit and vegetables across Europe every year.
Ale, hello, Mo.
So you get freebies now, well done.
For Chef Lee Bradford and his partner Peter Thompson, it's paradise.
They're really nice. Plums. Ooh.
Peter and Lee run their holiday cottage business here, and now they have added a restaurant.
Always nice in the market, and it's so cheap. €1.90 a kilo. Euro a kilo.
Lee is a trained chef, while Peter deals with front of house. Their opening night was a success as far as customers were concerned.
It's really nice.
Very nice. I just hope he can keep the standard up.
Peter!
But behind the scenes, tensions ran high.
You took those cold and left all that hot food.
Because you didn't tell me it was ready.
I did,
I'm not going to argue.
It's my fault, isn't it?
When you're standing there and people are asking you a question, you can't go, oh, sorry, it's a bell now, I've got to go now.
Excuse me, I've got to go. I need to pick up some food.
Yes, I know, but when you're mid-sentence, I can't just stop. We don't bicker. We hardly bicker at all since we've opened the restaurant.
It's 4 weeks on.
That's one bit done.
And business isn't quite as booming as they'd like.
We've not earned enough to buy our Mercedes convertible yet. There's only 4 for lunch today.
And half of today's 4 customers have specific requirements.
My daughter and I are both gluten-free, and I don't eat meat either.
Fortunately, Lee's prepared.
I've said we have gluten-free bread. I would put some out for them anyway. Gluten-free, non-gluten-free. It's nicely presented.
He's also managed to knock up a baked aubergine stuffed with spinach and mushrooms to hopefully satisfy the vegetarians.
Right, so the breadcrumbs are the gluten-free bread.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
I can honestly say it was the best menu del dia that I've eaten in Spain, and I've lived here 8 years.
But the couple know that they have to keep their customers coming back, so they've decided to refresh their menu.
Mackerel's a bit of a Marmite fish, isn't it?
And it's a good opportunity to give some feedback to the chef.
Your beef stroganoff needs more beef, less mushrooms. I'll get that out there now.
Don't think Lee's a fan of feedback.
Has anyone complained there wasn't enough beef in there?
Yes.
Who?
One person said there wasn't much beef in the beef stroganoff. You should have called it mushroom stroganoff.
Lee has a clear idea of what he'd like on the menu.
The squid, the tempura prawns, the salmon sauce, the pork, the stroganoff.
It's just not the same as Peter's.
So I did give you some suggestions which I noticed didn't appear on there.
Well, I did one of your suggestions I did write down, and then I took it off for something
and then
else.
Just scrolled through it and went, no, we're not having that.
It's all going so well.
Hummus and baba ganoush.
Yeah.
If I have to explain what baba ganoush is one more time, I could scream. And posh fish fingers.
Yeah?
I know that confuses people.
No, it doesn't. I don't...
What's posh about them?
Because it's whole fish fillets that I've breaded.
Yeah. And then one of them we put an extra bit of salmon in. Why wouldn't you put the salmon on the menu when I suggested it, but suddenly you suggest it and it's on the menu?
Come on, what else don't you like?
No, it's just, it would be nice to sit down and actually go through it.
We do talk about what I'm putting on the menu, apart from this
There you
one.
go. We do talk what I'm putting on the menu. 15 love.
The ball is back in your court, Peter.
Also, the bit I don't understand is we don't try. Like, you come up with these concoctions,
yes,
but we don't sit down and go, what do you think of this? Let me cook you this just to see what you think. It's like, it's on the menu, it's done. Hard luck, Peter, there you go. Off you go. We're supposed to be running a business and it feels like we couldn't run a bath at the moment.
So will Lee listen to Peter and loosen his grip on the reins?
I've taken all of your comments on board.
Like I said, no different. Oh, God. And I'm ignoring all of them.
Seems not. But can they overcome their differences to make the new menu work? The Midi-Pyrénées, with views of the majestic mountain border between Spain and France and some of the cleanest air in Europe. It's no wonder thousands of tourists visit each year. And 16,000 Brits have set up home.
This is like 3,000 metres high, and it's just incredible. We can tell the visitors how good it is and how nice it is up here.
Lindsay and Richard Watterson are the latest to emigrate here, running holiday cottages come bed and breakfast after chatting about their future together.
They all started from that one conversation about what are your kind of dreams, what are your hopes, and that one conversation, I remember it. And I said, I've really always wanted to move to France.
It's early September, and the second morning providing bed and breakfast for the racing team who are competing in their vintage cars at the local circuit.
They need their strength today because it's race day, so just looking after them. We're a bit more organised this morning because we know what they ate, we know what they didn't eat.
But today isn't all about hard work. Richard and Lindsay have decided to watch their guests in action.
I'm looking forward to going to the racing today. It's going to be really good.
Bonjour, monsieur. C'est le petit déjeuner pour vous.
The breakfast is going down well, very well.
There's little some passes to get in behind the scenes to see the car. Brilliant. So that'd be good.
Today's mission, I want to get in one of their cars.
Oh la la, sacre bleu, sacre bleu.
That is not a happy man in a car.
The circuit holds meetings throughout the year for all sorts of different vehicles, old and new, attracting visitors from all over the country, and they all need somewhere to stay.
We wanted to come here because we like the cars so we can come and watch, but equally it's just like a pot of business that we can tap into.
With 300,000 visitors each year, it's a potentially lucrative market, so the Wattersons have decided to pay to advertise their holiday home on the circuit website.
Yeah, I really hope to get some more business from here. We drove past one, I think it was truck racing, which was on a couple of months ago, and the place was chocker.
Hello! You okay?
The VIP passes allow Richard and Lindsay to take a behind-the-scenes look at the guests' race cars. It's also a chance to get some feedback on the gîte.
Yeah, it was difficult to find it. Maybe you could add more details, you know, something, small words, or when you go from, when you arrive at Banjac from this road, take the right and then the left, and after the small bridge, it's on the, you know,
More
just a
exact directions, yeah.
It's welcome advice for Lindsay and Richard to ensure the business stays on the right track.
I mean, these guys have been fantastic. I mean, they're going to keep us as their best kept secret, so nobody else can book for the time the time that they want to come for this historic weekend. So hopefully, before they go, we'll get a penciled in booking for next year, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Really happy with that.
Today's visit isn't all work, work, work though, and Lindsay is keen to enjoy the full motorsport experience.
Monsieur,
Oui.
est-ce que je peux essayer avec vous dans la voiture?
Pas de problème?
Oui.
Alors, il n'y a pas de problème.
Oui, parfait.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. I can't believe she's did that.
Wow.
He's not coming back, is he?
Voilà, madame.
Qu'est-ce que c'est, monsieur?
Pinot de Charente Rouge.
It's been a great day out for the Wattersons. The racetrack website advertising could drive their bookings through the autumn months.
For a time, it felt I wasn't getting the payback for the time that I was putting in.
Well, this weekend we've got payback
With
for
bookings.
what we forked out to get onto their website.
Yeah.
And so, but whether we get more, who knows?
But Richard and Lindsay can't afford to put all their earths in one basket. They need to explore other avenues to keep the bookings coming. On the edge of the Dordogne, it's a big moment for Wendy and Neville Vokes. It's the day of the grand opening at their yoga retreat, Haven on the Hill.
I'm just testing for when you have a wedding in here. The wedding.
Don't let Chris hear you say that.
After 6 weeks of hard work, this evening will also be a chance for locals to see the new business in town for the very first time.
Bonjour, toute la personne est bienvenue, Haven on the Hill.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And Wendy hopes to kickstart the business by signing up students for daytime classes. But with hardly any RSVPs to their invitations, will anyone actually show up?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, there might be people interested in yoga and rock up, or they might not.
What happens if nobody comes? There's a lot of food for us to eat.
But any worries the couple had about a lack of guests quickly disappear.
Hello!
How are you doing? Mwah. Mwah.
They arrive thick and fast.
Hello, nice to meet you in the village.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
So bad. Bought you a bottle of something.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
And the yoga studio is soon teeming with people.
Lovely to see you all here today, and I'd just like you all to charge your glasses and drink a toast to Haven on the Hill. We hope we see many of you here lying on mats. It's a dream of ours to do this, and we just hope we'll be very successful. And also to you, thank you for creating
thank you.
such a lovely
We got
treat. And so we give you Haven on the Hill.
Cheers.
Not only is it turning out to be a great occasion, but Wendy is also getting lots of interest in her daytime yoga classes.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm coming to make
Yeah.
a yoga with you.
Yeah.
Good place
Yeah.
and a very good idea.
Do you do yoga?
I used to.
Do you want to do some more?
Well, maybe.
I've got some classes if you want to find out about some. Do you want to put your name down?
I'd love to, yeah. I was looking for, a place to take yoga classes, and I couldn't find anywhere. It's only 20 minutes away from where we live, so that'd be lovely.
But there's not just the yoga studios opening to celebrate today.
And I don't look 60, do I?
After the initial wobble, the night has successfully launched the business.
We've been sort of building up and building up and building up for this, and never was worried we wouldn't complete on time. We have. So now the pressure's off now, and all we've got to do now is build the business. Very proud of you for what you've
Thank
done.
you.
What
I'm
you've
proud of you because
achieved.
you've done a lot too.
Yeah, done
Kept
it.
me going with coffee and stuff.
The grand opening has given Wendy a really happy birthday. But they need to convert the interest into bookings for the yoga session. Only then will the business truly be up and running. Almeria in southern Spain. It's now 8 weeks since Peter and Lee opened the doors of their new restaurant.
Why don't do like they do on the telly and shout, "Yes, chef."
After a heated debate over the new menu, Lee's been reflecting.
It is my fault. I don't involve him as much as I should when it comes to food.
So he's decided to extend the olive branch and let Peter test out the updated menu before launching it to the customers.
I understand that if he doesn't know what it tastes like, then it's difficult to explain what stuff is like. Bless him, he's not the most adventurous with food, are you?
It's just banana I don't like, and pears.
Did you pass me...
and apricots.
Beef kofta with raita, posh fish fingers, tartar sauce, hummus, baba ganoush, fried cheese.
Both homemade?
Yeah, of course homemade. Fried cheese, wild mushroom bruschetta, and banoffee pie for you to taste.
Right. Really nice. Very nice.
Oh, can we move on to other things? Do you have to work your way through that whole...
You're right. It sounds daft, but cheese is quite tasty. Well, no, but normally, something like that, you lose the taste of it. So that's baba ganoush.
That's hummus.
That's hummus. You said it the other way around.
No, I did not. So that's Italian meringue.
Meringue's nice, but the caramel bit's a bit too sweet. Could you do something like that with like black cherries or?
Yeah, I guess so. Not on a biscuit base.
Why?
They won't go.
So we do it on a what?
Well, do a tart.
Sponge.
Yeah, sponge it might go. Do you feel better now? You've tasted some of the things on the menu?
Yes.
A breakthrough at last. Peter's had his tasting and Lee is even accepting a bit of feedback. But the proof of the pudding is in the eating, from the paying clients.
Salt and pepper squid, please, and stuffed chicken.
Okay, no problem.
And maybe for once there'll be harmony behind the scenes.
I saw you take your order, I'm waiting for it.
Wishful thinking. But they do agree on one thing. They need to keep their regulars coming back, and a refreshed menu is their best chance of tempting them.
This is my third time, and yes, I would come back.
This is the second time we've been. Brought my sister and brother-in-law up today because we were so impressed with it.
It's our third time here in about 6 weeks.
With returning custom the lifeblood of any restaurant, there's extra pressure on those new dishes to deliver.
Beef kofta and the breaded pork.
Oh, I didn't give you my name, did I?
We've got 2 more 2s to go. Right, there you go.
At least Peter's confident he knows the new menu inside out after his tasting session.
These the posh fish fingers?
They are.
What makes them posh? Because they're actually pieces of fillet of fish, not like you get with a normal fish finger. One of them is a different type of fish. So
like a surprise.
So you find out which one.
Spoken like a pro. He's getting the hang of this.
There we go. Okay. Thanks.
I had the salt and pepper squid, which was very, very nice.
Aubergine, sweet potato, and walnut casserole. This is our first time to the restaurant, and yes, we certainly will come again.
And the compliments just keep coming.
For my starter, I had baba ganoush and hummus with warm pita breads. Very nice. The service was second to none. Enjoyed it very much, and I'll certainly be telling everybody about it.
So despite Peter's initial concerns, Lee's menu has been a resounding success. Over the next few weeks, as the summer season reaches its peak, it seems the big gamble of starting a restaurant together is paying off. At their busiest, the couple do more than 100 covers a week, and the restaurant is so busy customers now have to book 2 weeks ahead.
We've got a lot of regular customers who come back every 2 or 3 weeks. We've got a lot of new people who turn up, so it's going really well.
The restaurant is definitely here to stay, so they're making fresh plans for next season.
Now we've got the restaurant, we're getting more groups and like people talking about doing retreats and things like that. So we've been way beyond successful than we could ever have thought of.
After a profitable summer and with their eyes already on the next season, they can't imagine ever giving up their new life in the sun.
We live in a lovely part of the world. We have a business which enables us to live here. I don't even think about living in England anymore. This to us now is like England, except it's hot.
This is standard now, isn't it? Yeah.
On the edge of the Dordogne, Wendy and Neville Vokes have spent the summer creating a yoga retreat. They now want to put on a free yoga class to gauge interest in the local area. They need volunteers, and Wendy has a plan. It involves one half of Neville's ping pong table.
That's going to look so tacky out there.
I don't care. I just want to have against my board, just leaned up there. It's not going to look tacky. They're going to drive by.
But Neville doesn't seem too keen on the idea.
Is that how the French do their sevens, Neville?
Works for me.
By the time the sign is finished, at least Wendy is happy with the results.
I think that's worked quite well. Neville, that took 10 minutes to do. What are you moaning at?
Wendy's determined to get these classes up and running and pops down to the nearby town of Aimé to drum up some business.
My French isn't that good, so I'm going to listen to if it's English, and then I will just say hi. Have you got a few minutes to spare? Setting up this yoga retreat, just trying to get a bit of interest in day classes.
Fortunately for Wendy, Aimé has a sizable expat community, so there are plenty of English speakers around.
Hi, can I tell you English?
Yeah.
Are you living here, or are you just here on holiday?
We're half and half.
Well, can you spare a couple of minutes of my time? I'm setting up a yoga retreat not far from here. Is it something you might be interested in, coming to day classes?
No.
No, okay, that's okay.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
Despite the knock, Wendy isn't about to give up.
My name's Wendy. I'm setting up a yoga retreat not far from here at Lallandus. So I'm just trying to do a bit of research whether day classes would be of an interest to people here. Would you be interested if I took your details?
Yes, no problem at all.
And then I can
Will
email
it be for
you.
French and English?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, it's welcome to everybody. Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Soon her database of interested people starts to look a lot healthier.
Do you regularly do yoga?
I wouldn't like to say regularly, but we're thinking of getting back into it.
Yeah, because it'll be tailored for people that are just getting back into it, or people that have been doing it for years. Now I'll drop you an email. Is that okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
By the end of the afternoon, Wendy is confident she has enough interest to launch her first yoga class.
I didn't do it before because I didn't know how long Neville would take to do the studio, and I can see now, round about October, we'll start doing classes.
The next step of Wendy's mission is to find the perfect yoga teacher. Lara Cockayne has been teaching for 6 years. She's flown over from England to check out their new retreat. If she likes the vibe, she could bring many yoga enthusiasts to Haven on the Hill.
Wow. This is what we created. You're almost handing it over to people now to come and use.
It seems Wendy is making a good impression. Lara is sold.
The fact that you've got these beautiful wood in here to help create such a calm energy, and it's so quiet, and it feels really calm and peaceful.
And while Lara is staying at Haven on the Hill, she's also agreed to teach a free yoga session too.
It's a space now that needs to be shared, isn't it?
Yeah. And what a space to be able to share there, isn't it? It's beautiful.
You would be happy doing yoga down there?
Oh gosh, yeah.
This evening's yoga class will be a milestone for Haven on the Hill. After spending over €50,000 converting the barn, it will be the first time to see it used for its intended purpose.
Really nice to do a first official yoga session for Wendy and Neville, as they've worked so hard to create such a beautiful space.
Yes, I think it was a successful evening. And Wendy and Lara should be very pleased, I think.
It's like one of the best things that could have happened, that we've got a yoga retreat and yoga classes about 10 minutes walk from where we live. So it's, yeah, very pleased about it.
Great turnout. It was more than I expected. I don't know if I said I wanted 15. I don't think I got quite 15, but yeah, I'm very pleased.
The yoga class has been a resounding success, but she wasn't charging her customers. Her next event is a fundraiser, and there'll be a fee. It'll give Wendy an idea if the business has a future. In the Midi-Pyrénées in southern France, Lindsay and Richard Watterson are enjoying the success of their first season as gîte hosts and as newlyweds.
Honeymooners, yeah.
Still haven't had a honeymoon.
Still haven't had a honeymoon.
So that'll be next year probably.
Really?
Don't know. At some point. Get some bookings in and then we can go on honeymoon.
This autumn, they've also attracted their first bed and breakfast customers, but they can't rest on their laurels. So they're looking to market their property through a high-end travel agent.
We'll just keep putting ourselves out there. So hopefully, I'm going to send some photos off to another high-end travel company, because I believe that's where it belongs, and see what response we can get, see if we can get inspected.
The agents handpick quirky properties to market on their website, and after seeing photos of the gîte, they've expressed an interest. Today they're coming for a closer look.
I get nervous, but I get excited because, again, it's just showing someone what we've done.
Our confidence in this place has increased as we've gone through the season because people have been very receptive to it and said, oh, what a fabulous place.
This inspection could be vital in keeping the fledgling holiday business fully booked.
Hello. I'm Claudia. Hi.
Hi, I'm Letty, the photographer.
Oh, look at the setting. The setting's incredible.
Bedroom 1. Gorgeous. Lovely.
You should have been an interior designer. Or are you an interior designer as well?
Just enjoy doing it now.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I really like it. I like the details because it's all very perfect.
The photographer is impressed, and it seems like she isn't the only one. The agent has a great idea on how to market their property.
I was looking through your website and everything just felt like it was done from the heart. And I immediately thought of the word heart, and I actually got goosebumps. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely the truth. I got goosebumps and went, I have to call it Maison Coeur.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. I like that.
It seems that Richard and Lindsay have won over the agent. It's now up to her to win the couple's business.
So you get the benefits of quite a big marketing machine. We work non-stop at marketing your property and getting you the results on the search engines, etc. I think we can prove to you what we can do, and you'll see the results. You'll definitely see the results. And so perhaps in a few months' time we'll be having a different type of conversation.
Yeah. With such a convincing sales pitch, Lindsay and Richard are now very interested in being added to the website.
The house is lovely. The first thing you sense in the house is that it's been really made with love and personal care and attention, and the lovely, genuine sort of nature of Lindsay. And often in this job, it is just about feeling if the property's right or not.
It sounds like a good move, but with the company charging a commission on their bookings.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Really.
Richard and Lindsay have a big decision on their hands.
If we were to find out that they kept pumping us bookings, every month we get a booking, we're quite happy with that, wouldn't we? So it would take our job out of the equation. We'd just sit back, get the bookings, take the money, happy days.
2 weeks after the visit, Richard and Lindsay have decided to take the plunge, and the newly named Maison Coeur is already live on its website.
Just looking at it there, I get a bit of a shiver.
Maison Coeur, lovingly restored. We know about that.
The property's been completely restored and brought back to life by a warm and determined couple who fell in love and decided to create a brand new life in their favourite part of the world.
There you go.
I wonder who they are then.
Combination
of highly creative and inspiring woman
A charming and very organised ex-military officer, that might be me, has resulted in a beautiful home where everything has been thought of.
After putting their heart and soul into creating a viable business, Richard and Lindsay are now convinced that they've succeeded in making a new life in the sun.
It does you good to have a dream, always. This was mine, it became ours. It's brought me satisfaction and happiness in the fact that we've achieved what we've achieved. I love it, and I'm just so proud of what we've done. It's made me very happy.
Who can't be happy and content with this?
Wendy and Neville Vokes have spent the summer turning their new home near the Dordogne into a yoga retreat.
Oh, sorry, lovey.
It didn't get me to miss me.
Tomorrow they will hold a charity event, a Gong bath, run by visiting yoga teacher Lara.
I can't wait to hear what the gongs are going to sound like. That's going to be really good.
In a Gong bath, people lie on the floor as the gong sounds wash over them, but there is trouble brewing.
These are the gongs that Lara's had sent over, but Wendy doesn't know that I bought them. She thinks they're Lara's. I'm not sure how we're going to get around that one. These are £2,000. There should be two in there. I don't think she's going to be over chuffed, but then it means the Gong bath can go ahead, so it's all publicity. We'll go for it.
Wow! Her
Gongs.
Oh, gongs have arrived.
Well, we hope.
But Wendy smells a rat.
Yeah, that's the one.
So we take them indoors and have a look?
So is this German? So you had some from Germany, you said?
Yeah.
Wendy can't understand why they've arrived from Germany if they're Lara's and she lives in Hampshire.
I think at this point I ought to come clean. Well, Wendy thinks they're your gongs.
They are her gongs, you said.
Well, I know. There's a spur of the moment thing, there actually are gongs.
You're joking. Neville, you've spent a lot of money on these, haven't you? We don't do things without...
I know.
He goes off and pays for stuff, and it's supposed to be that we discuss this, and this is crap, basically. Well, I'm going to go and have a cup of tea.
It's gone very well.
Happily, the next day, the ding-dong over the gongs is forgotten. And Wendy gets some quick tuition from Lara before the customers arrive.
Sounds quite nice, doesn't it? It's working
Some people
with
say
me,
it's like
isn't it?
dolphins or whale sounds. It's that sort of thing.
I quite like it.
No more time to bond with the gong, as there's plenty to get ready for the bath. And soon, Wendy's first ever paying customers start to arrive. She's charging £10 a head tonight to raise money for charity.
I'm expecting to lie down. I saw some mats. Somebody will strike the gong and I'll perhaps be sent into this wonderful euphoria of nothingness. I don't know.
Most people, they'll come along, they may be a bit sceptical, and then once they've finished, usually they're all very pleasantly surprised, very relaxed.
With everyone settled, it's time to start. The effect of the gongs on everybody is different.
You sort of go into a sleep, but you can still hear it going on. You know, it's not like a sleep and then you dream in it. You're unconscious, but it's still there.
At the end of the session, reaction seems to be unanimously positive.
Very relaxing, actually. Very nice, especially after the, hard working day. It was very nice to kind of lay down and not to think about anything, listening to interesting music.
I fell asleep.
I did.
fall
But
asleep.
I'm not feeling sleepy. I like just listening to the different sounds. Yeah, it was lovely. I love the sound.
Yeah. We'll come again.
And the Gong bust-up is long forgotten.
Thank you for the gongs. They were quite nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're glad I bought it?
Well, thank you
She's
for the
coming round.
gongs. Thank you for the gongs. I had a session this afternoon with them, and they liked me.
You bonded?
What kind of bonded? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. I think that's a thumbs up.
So Neville is out of the doghouse, for now at least, and that's not the only good news. It looks like Haven on the Hill is about to get its first booking.
I'm hoping to come back next year with 2 groups, maybe one at the beginning of their season when they're going to start in May, and then hopefully another group in September.
At the start of the summer, this seemed like an impossible dream for Wendy and Neville, but thanks to some hard graft and sheer determination, this couple are well on their way to their happy ending.
I think really from now on it just gets better and better and better. I can see next year, I've got work to do. I've got to get out and do the marketing, but I'm so confident that next year will be a great year for us. Here we are. Cheers and all the best for next year.
It'll be good.
In Almeria, Peter and Lee's restaurant has a steady flow of customers. Over winter, their monthly Sunday roasts are fully booked. Next season, they're planning to extend the kitchen to feed even more customers. Richard and Lindsay's holiday home is almost booked up for the peak season. They also have more B&B bookings through the winter. Now they're established, Lindsay is continuing the business she started in the UK, hand-making funky walking sticks. Haven on the Hill now hosts weekly yoga classes, and Wendy is keeping Neville busy doing up their house and gîte in time for their first retreat, booked for the spring. Next time, a British charter boat sets sail in southern Spain. But with stiff competition, will this business survive?
This has got to produce enough money to grow the business and we get more boats.
And feed us.
Yeah, we don't even think about it not working.
2 expats celebrate their successful first year in Spain.
It took me years to get her to move. And then she said to me the other day, we should have done this years ago.
As new family members move over.
Hola! Welcome to Spain!
And an ambitious B&B renovation project.
This is what I do all day, every day. So I get up in the morning, I'm enthused, and I get on with it. And it's amazing how much you can do in a day.
But with no building experience, will this expat couple last the course?
Things are going far too smoothly, so something's going to go drastically wrong, I have no doubt, soon.